And here we are, my beautiful friends, Leo. Leo is showing up. So here I am. Okay, so let's switch camera. Okay, Leo, let's see what's going on with you guys. Well, with us guys, actually. I am a Leo myself, yeah, as you probably know by now. Okay. Let's see what's happening with us Leos in the middle of July. Very soon is going to be Leo's birthday. Okay. Let's see. General reading. Okay, Leo? You guys bear with me. I am fixing the channel, as you can see. I'm testing all kinds of things. See what works, what doesn't. As you know, I joined 3 channels together. And we're going to start live Q&As. I did the Italian one this morning. Starting next Sunday, we're going to do English as well. Totally free. For subscribers only. But I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what time it works for you guys. So then we'll decide. So don't forget, there's people in Australia, in England, in Canada, United States, everywhere, right? Okay. Overall, energy, Leo, is spiritual awakening, spiritual leveling up. You're leveling up, Leo, okay? You're talking to your higher self, to your guardian angels, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you're going to make money. Everything is good. You're going to receive money as well. You're going to receive an offer. There's going to be someone who's going to make you an offer of all in, meaning, hey, Leo, I want to be with you. I want to work with you. I want to start a business with you. It could also be love, Leo. I want to be with you. Yeah, this is everything I have. I'm giving you all of me. This is all in. You see? And you, Leo, you're doing well. You're doing well. You might even say, you know what? I'm good on my own. Look, I'm good. I got everything I want. And I'm working. I'm making money. I am producing my own money. Look, this is Leo right here. I'm good. Yeah. I do miss perhaps someone. That's true. But I'm good. Look, I'm doing well. I love myself. So it depends. Depends on what this person or individual has to offer. But someone will approach you, Leo, and say, I am all in. They might have had a spiritual awakening, or you might have been a spiritual awakening, Leo, and they're going to offer, I am all in. There you go. Okay. Now, this is going to be the most important card. The pivoting point or present, past, future, and then we'll clarify. Let's see what we got. See, you're doing good. You're putting money aside. You're working. You're in control of your finances. You are self-sufficient. Now, you're waiting for someone. That's Leo. And in the past, this is the past. In the past, you've been... you had some problems with financials. You might have had a lot of expenses, a lot of unnecessary expenses, perhaps. And, but there is an offer of love here. There's an offer of love or an offer of peace or something which is, it will surprise you. It will arrive by surprise or arrived by surprise. You were surprised when this person said, I want to apologize, or I want to make it up to you, or I want to be friends, or I want to make peace. You were surprised. This person is younger than you, and the rough waters are all behind you, okay? So you traversed a period of time, Leo, where you truly suffered, not only because financially, but also because you felt unjustly thrown out of your environment or left out of your environment. So now you are looking at, you've been looking at new plans, new beginnings, this guy is looking at the sea, so he has a very broad point of view. He's not playing small. This guy is serious, okay? But as of now, you're doing well. Now, let's clarify this past portion first before we go to the future, the outcome, okay? So right now you're working on spiritual awakening, cleansing. You're cleansing bad energies. Marriage, happy life. Perhaps someone proposed you, or perhaps you were married. Brand new beginning, and you've been feeling stuck. But you're going to be fine, Leo. You're going to be fine regardless, okay? You're going to be fine, and you're going to be fine because of your talent, because of your perseverance, because of your knowledge, because of your wisdom, okay? So, you could have been married, because this is the past, and someone might want to restart, or perhaps you were talking about marriage, but someone, after a huge disappointment, wants a reboot. You see right here? And you've been kind of stuck. You haven't made a decision. Now, anything else said about this? No, really? No? So, this could have been an offer of reconciliation, an offer, maybe a new love offer. Perhaps someone proposed to you, Leo. There's a lot of physical attraction. But you are saying neither yes or no. You are, yes or no. You're waiting, okay? Now, you are going to be fine regardless, Leo. So you don't worry about that. Now, there is someone who's offering you all-in kind of offer. Here's everything. Here's my love. Here's my money. Here's my complete dedication, a forever thing. Let's see what's going to happen here now. Leo, not only are going through a spiritual awakening in every sense of the word, here we have the Pope and the Popess. That's a full couple. This is either you and this person are going to have to be on the same spiritual level. In other words, Leo, you are advancing spiritually like crazy, and you really don't want to make another mistake to tie the knot or make a serious commitment relationship-wise with someone who was not at the same spiritual level or similar, because you guys are not going to understand each other. You are very aware of the law of attraction. You need someone who also understands, at least similar, close to what you understand, Leo. Because if they don't, if they live under the idea, if they're talking about Trump, Trudeau, and this government and the other government, and look what they did, and look what they're doing to us, this person ain't for you. It's very simple, because you understand that this is just a movie. And these people are just playing a role in our lives to teach us certain things. It's just a movie. You're the protagonist. So take a person like Trump. Either you love him or you hate him. What does that mean? It depends on your perspective. You see, please pay attention to this. If you are self-sufficient, happy with yourself, you're a producer, you are an employer, you produce jobs, you pay your taxes, you are in peace, you like yourself and you love yourself, then to you, Trump is a hero. You bless him all day long. But if you, the opposite, you don't like yourself, You're not self-sufficient. You're not making enough money. You can't get nothing started business-wise. You simply are not happy with life. You ain't going to blame yourself. Guess who you're going to blame? You see what I mean? Trump doesn't give a crap neither way. Trump is Trump. Or our prime minister in Canada, or whomever, whether you're in Germany, it doesn't matter. Those of us who assume responsibility for our lives and love themselves and produce produce jobs, produce employment, produce help for other people, see themselves as builders, not as destroyers, contributors, then you're not going to blame any government. Because government is neutral anyways. Because think about it. If a government was not neutral, then if a government was one way or the other, would either all prosper or all suffer. But governments are neutral. So under any government, there are half of people who enjoy life, half of people who suffer. So it's not up to the government, it's up to you. As I said, if you love yourself, you produce, you employ people, you're positive, you feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror, etc., you're going to love whoever is in government. Whether it's Biden, Trump, it doesn't matter. But if you're not happy with yourself, you get up in the morning and say, oh, another day, I got to go to work, I'm so tired, and, why am I alone, and why I cannot pay the bills, and this and that. Of course, you're not going to say, I need to get off my butt and get things going. No, let's blame Trump. Let's blame this, let's blame that. Of course, it's much easier. So that's what's going on. If you guys are advancing spiritually and your person is not, it ain't going to work. Because they're going to end up making you pay for Trump. If they don't like Trump and you happen to like Trump, for instance, you're going to become their Trump. Think about it. And vice versa. It could be Trump, it could be Carney, it could be any government. Okay? So that you know. If you want to know who's the producers in life, who's the doers, anyone that complains about the government, anyone who goes out there and wants to destroy statues or graffitis or burn cars or this and that, you know what the real truth is? They got nothing against the government. They got everything against themselves. They hate themselves. They don't like themselves. They just don't. Maybe some of you are going to get offended. I'm sorry. But think about it. Think about it. Do you like yourself? That's the question. Do you love yourself? Or do you lack love? Are you looking for love from outside? If you're looking for more from outside, you ain't it. You must first love yourself. Appreciate yourself. And understand that it doesn't matter who's in power. It doesn't matter. You still got to go to work and be produced for yourself and others. And you got to be good to people. But first, you got to be good to yourself. So, I'm not accusing anyone. I don't need anybody. I never worked a single day in my life. I've always worked for myself, even when I was broke, always. So, I love myself, whether it's Trump, whether it's Moroni, Trudeau, Carney, who cares? I produce and I employ and I help and I save people. Thanks God. So be careful not to associate with people who are at a different frequency. Because then they're going to argue in the house about politics. Then they're going to hate you because they hate Trump or they hate Carney or they hate Prime Minister, whomever. I don't care. So there's a big conversation coming up, Leo. You're going to have a big conversation. Now, the thing is, you have choices, not just relationship-wise, but you have choices, Leo. You're not cornered. You have choices. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So let me add a little bit more information to that. So this is about you being careful not to associate with the wrong individual. Otherwise, you're going to marry and then divorce. Financial decision, soulmate, yeah. There you go. So right now you're in contemplation mode. You took some time off. It's very simple. So there is a financial decision you got to make. Perhaps it has to do with this. You're going to be offered, there's going to be somebody offering you everything. You know what? I'm all in. I'm sorry if I made you wrong. I'm all in. I'm 100% for this. Here's my money. Here's my bank account. Here's my car. Here's myself. Here's my total dedication. I don't need anybody else. I just want you and nothing else. And you say, we need to talk. We need to talk. Because you really don't have any more time to waste. You've learned the lesson. But the biggest thing you're learning is, unless we're at the same frequency, there's no point. There's no point. Because you are very well off on your own. Very well off. Okay? And you have lots of choices. Now, it is true that you're missing someone. It's true. See? But you want your soulmate or nothing. It's either going to be 100% or nothing. I couldn't make it any more clear. 100% or nothing. Yeah, but I need 100%. Yeah, but what about spiritually, ideologically? Are you going to complain about this politician, that politician, your boss, this and that? I want a happy person with me. I want a self-sufficient builder, a person who blesses, not someone who curses. You have to bless, not curse. That's it. Signs on the table. Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Sag, Pisces again, and Cancer. Now, angelic message. Chemistry. So there is someone, there's a different in age, but you have an incredibly good chemistry. You guys are made for each other. Protecting each other, nurturing each other. The chemistry is undeniable. Now, messages, either from the universe or someone. Leo, Leo, Leo. So we have a message and an oracle. Someone would like to tell you, we will be together again. So this person really knows what they want. And that's what you like. You want people that are decisive, not wishy-washy. I don't know, maybe this, maybe that. No, like I said, all or nothing. Oracle. Karmics. You, Leo, right now are at the end of a karmic cycle. You just ended your debts with the universe. You are finished, done, lesson learned. You eliminated third parties that don't belong. You eliminated the haters from around you. You surrounded yourself with light, and you are done with your karmic cycle. Finish. From now on, Leo is smooth sailing. God bless you. Now, compatibility. We're going to start from Aries. We're going to go around. This is compatibility as far as now is concerned, meaning this time of the year, Leo. I mean, we know we are more or less compatible. Oh my God. What's going on here? I saw this card flashing. I said, it doesn't belong here. Then I turned around and it's a soulmate. Leo, you're something else lately. Wow. Now, is that an accident or is that an actual message? I mean, yeah, see, when the cards are all on the table, then I pick them up and I split them up, but sometimes one card stays in the wrong deck. Isn't it kind of, I mean, that could have been any message, right? Isn't it kind of strange that I said before, soulmate or nothing, and now you have a soulmate there? Anyways, let's say it's an accident, but you and I know that there are no accidents, okay? Okay, so not only you have chemistry with this person, but this person is your soulmate. There you go. And the camera is gone for some reason. My apologies, but we're going to keep on going regardless. I don't want to close the... let's put it like this. I hope you can still hear me. I don't know what happened with the camera. All right. Compatibility. Leo with Aries right now. Choices, choices, choices. In other words, you're thinking about it, but it's not your best choice. What about Taurus? With Taurus, lovers, this could be really, really good right now. What about with Gemini? With Gemini, too risky. With Cancer, it could be either really good or really bad, depending on how you start. This could be either really good or really bad. What about two Leos? Two Leos, you're not going to make it. You are going to go broke because all you're doing is just spending, spending, spending. With Virgo, a very peaceful relationship right now, but don't expect a lot of fire. What about Libra? With Libra, it's going to be either a celebration or total opposite, either or. With Scorpio right now is the perfect match. With Sagittarius, soulmates. With Capricorn, it could be good. It's an awakening. You didn't think you could get along with Capricorn, but yes, it could be really good. With Aquarius, you're going to go broke. With Pisces, soulmates again. As you know, there are two types of soulmates. Okay? Perfect. So my apologies about the camera. Thank you, guys. I hope it's working. I don't know if it's working. I'm going to test it. So if you need anything, bottom left, SethTeaching.org. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click the red button at the bottom. Thank you, guys. Big hug. God bless you.